What's going on, everybody? It's Theo here from Real Experience Ball Reviews, and today we're reviewing the brand new Motiv Lethal Venom at TurboTech headquarters here in Detroit, Michigan. This is going to be awesome. It's the first time I've done a review here. Thank you so much, Chris Sand, Mike Magnuson, Craig Crowell, and the staff here, and Andrew Anderson, everybody here at Turbo, for allowing me to shoot this amazing video here at Turbo. We're going to be comparing the new Lethal Venom to the Black Venom and the Coral Venom. If you haven't had a chance, please feel free below, like and subscribe. We're almost to 80,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we have a giveaway coming soon. What's different about this Lethal Venom? Well, if you guys like that Subzero Forge, it has the same cover, Leverage MXC Solid. What is that gonna do? Earlier traction, a little more hook overall. Probably gonna out-hook both of these, but here on this house shot here, this chromium house pattern that they put out, we're gonna test it out, test the waters, see how they compare, and let's have at it. And again, awesome jerseys. So Akatsuki jersey, code REX10 to save 10% on coolwick.com and 12-bagger. Let's get on the lanes, let's compare these, and let's see how they roll. All right, keeping it short and sweet on the layout. 40 by 5 by 40, something I use in all my ASIMs, just a benchmark layout. We're on this chromium house shot here. I don't know, I'm gonna start around 25 with my feet, and we're gonna move from there. That's pretty good. All right, not too bad. Nice launch angle on that, got out in front of me. So, to be expected, I feel like with that Subzero cover, it's gonna be able to provide a little bit more versatility in terms of just overall hook. So, I like the colors on this thing too. Make a move off that. I'm gonna move like 2 or 3 left with my feet here. Around 27 with my feet here. That pretty good. Oof. Thought I rolled that pretty good off my hand. So we'll just keep moving left on this chromium house shot. So Mike Magnuson was telling me that this chromium pattern, it's got a little more blend than a typical house pattern. So this one, you have to keep getting left to get to the friction until it looks good, right? So I'm standing around 30 now with my feet. Really got around that one. Whew, there we go. That's where it's looking really good. I mean, I expect for me to throw this ball standing pretty far left. I mean, what are you gonna do in these, the house shots, right? So I think this one's gonna be awesome if you wanna just get in and really hit it. You gotta think too, so that Leverage MXC Solid, it's gonna dig, right? So I expected hook out of this ball, so. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Okay, that was a unique hit. Probably the first unique hit I've had at Turbo headquarters. Nice little smash 9-pin, really forward off my hand. I kind of like how, even though I was pretty far left and I was pretty forward, the ball still really drove through those pins. All right, let's stand there again though, because that was a pretty good shot, guys. Let's try to throw it a little better. That's pretty good. Back-to-back 9-pins. Nothing I can say about that. That one was a lot better off my hand. Had a little bit of rotation on it, so let's move again. Let's go another 2 left with my feet, see what happens there. It's pretty good. 3 9-pins in a row, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep throwing from the spot because I feel like it looks really good here. Let's keep rolling. Let's see if we can nail a strike on this next one. Much better shot. A little weary on that one because of the blend on this pattern, but I got away with it. Still had that torque and energy on the back end. Let's throw a couple more shots, standing around 34, 35 with my feet. Let's see how this ball does when we just stay there, stay left, and give it that big crank. There you go, there's one. There's 2. Okay, now I'm really starting to like this ball. I'm getting it out in front of me. Didn't have a whole lot of warm-up time before this because I'm a little short on time, but now I'm feeling good. So let's throw a couple more shots with that Lethal Venom and switch over to the Black Venom and the Coral for comparison. Awesome. So there's a few shots from the left with that new Lethal Venom. Let's switch it up a little bit. So let's go to that Black Venom and Coral and compare them. So I got my Black Venom here, same layout. So this one's at like 4,000. So of course it's gonna be a little lane shine. So guys, keep that in mind when I do compare these. Around 28 with my feet, where earlier this ball, the other ball, Lethal was hooking a little too much. So Black Venom's gonna be a little cleaner through the front part of the lane, in my opinion. I mean, different cover, you know, so it's gonna be a lot cleaner, a little bit sharper on the back end, whereas you throw that Lethal, it's gonna be a lot more, a little earlier, and a lot more traction forward down lane. Okay, cool. So we're actually gonna stay in the same spot, throw that Lethal. That was pretty comparable. I mean, I really had a little more tilt on that one, but for comparison purposes, that one you can see definitely picked up a lot more than the Black Venom. Black Venom's really good, really versatile ball. I'm able to throw that in a lot of different patterns. So that one had a little more length, a little snappy down lane. Let's go to that Lethal, see the difference. That was a pretty good shot. So a little more forward off the hand, but honestly, I like that comparison. A little bit smoother, a little earlier, a little more chuggier. It's that leverage cover stock that you see on that Subzero that's creating that little bit different shape compared to that Black Venom. Oh yeah, I got around that one. Woo! So, yay. That ball is super badass. So, again, there's that Black Venom with the Lethal. Let's compare it to that Coral and see how the Lethal stacks up to the Coral. All right, Coral, same layout, has a lot of games on it. It's a good ball, but it's probably gonna be a little bit smoother just because it has a bunch of games on it. I did kind of resurface it a little bit. I think it's around 4,000, but again, we'll do that same thing. We'll stand around 29. Okay, so Coral is going to be a little bit smoother for me overall. That ball was like really like good for like the blendy stuff. The lane started to open up a little bit, so let's throw that Lethal in the same spot and see what happens. So I feel like that was pretty similar to that Coral. Yeah, it's a little bit down into the ground, into the lane, but the Coral, it actually just kept going and going and going because it's got that hybrid cover stock. So, all right, so I'm gonna stand pretty far left with this Coral. I'm just gonna jump to 35, guys, because with this chromium house shot, I feel like this ball might not make the corner. Let's see if it can do it. Okay, it did. So that one, length, back end. So don't get that confused with the Black Venom. I feel like for me, the Coral was more of that blendier choice in the bag, you know, compared to the Black Venom. Same spot, I'll show that Lethal and see how they compare. That was pretty close. Line-wise, that was pretty close. Much more rounder shape, really forward off the back end. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed that comparison video today, that new Lethal Venom. I'm still working on some stuff with my game, have some issues with my backswing, but I do hope you guys kind of enjoy the ball motion part. We can kind of see the differences between all the different Venoms. Guys, thanks again, all my sponsors. See you on the next one.